He asked me if I was a man in the car. I said yes. This man turns around and takes me back home. Now, this is a very prime example of somewhat fragile masculinity.
I said that's fragile masculinity. What masculine man wants some pipe?
Hey guys, welcome back to Normal Gays, where we take on LGBT insanity. I'm Brad Polumbo here with Clarkson Lawson and special guest Amir Odom. Welcome, Amir.
Thank you guys for having me. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah, I know. People are going to be gagged as soon as they see your face. Very in high demand in terms of a collaboration. We want to get your thoughts on a bunch of stuff. The first story here, you might have seen it. I don't know. Are you on TikTok, Amir?
No, I try not to be. I'll let my team handle that.
Right?
I'm like, I can't. I do, yeah, I have an account, but as far as like looking up and like watching TikTok, no, I'll let the team handle that. I try to stay away from it. It scares me.
For you.
Yeah, good for you. Can't relate.
You can see like his demeanor versus ours. It's like people who watch TikTok, people who don't.
I'm just fed it. I'm like, it's insane out there.
Well, we're going to show you a story that was huge on TikTok concerning a person named Donnie.
Oh,
Gender
not
What's the name of
Trump.
my ex?
Oh, T.
I wonder if it's this one.
It's not.
Just had a man pick me up for a date. He asked me if I was a man in the car. I said yes. This man turns around and takes me back home. Now, this is a very prime example of somewhat fragile masculinity, but also dishonesty. Not on my end, but on the end of the suitor. I met him last Friday at a club when I was out with my girlfriends. At some point, we duck off, we're talking, we're chatting, we're dancing, we're like really having a good time. We're throwing banter back and forth, we're being flirty, all these things. Mind you, I am flat-chested as I am not a woman. I'm just a very beautiful man.
Stop.
That club must have been dark as hell. Sorry.
Okay, but Amir, give us your take on this. Is this not them complaining, or this is a man who looks absolutely like a woman and then is like, you're fragile masculinity if you don't want to date me because I have a dick if you want to.
That was my first thought. I'm sitting here like, okay, it's one thing if you're not even that if you're actually a woman, you're just not a woman. And it's not fragile masculinity for someone not to like vagina. I mean, not to like penis. Like if you go to a club and you're getting with a straight dude and you know good and well you have a whole pipe, and that person finds out you have a pipe, chose not to kill you, which typically is what happens, and that's why the murder rate is so high for trans. That didn't happen. They were very respectful, very demure, and they chose to be like, actually, you know what? I don't want you because you have a penis. And you said that's fragile masculinity. What masculine man wants some pipe? Now there is masculine gay men out there, but
maybe a masculine gay man, but it's not
exactly.
a straight man thing.
I'd actually say
that's my initial thoughts.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite of fragile because he's very sure that he does not want a pecker.
Yeah, fragile would be if he did crash out and did lose his mind and attack this person, which would be terrible. But then this person is like, you should have assumed I'm not a woman because I'm flat-chested? Some women are flat-chested.
Wait, I'm going to come in and be a little contrarian here because the thing is like, this person is owning their biology, right? They're just very androgynous. Yeah. And if you see the picture, did you save the picture?
I don't know if I did, but I can put it in.
Yeah, so we're going to put the picture on the screen. This person low-key, like, like I said, it had to have been dark as hell in that club because the flat-chested thing, he is a man. Like,
see, I think from some of the videos, this person does really look like a woman, and that's fine. No shade.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's present yourself however you want, but then you should probably lead with that in a romantic encounter, right? Not like, surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise, here's a hammer. It's like, we don't want that. And Big Clark said it's a good point that, you know, they are very sure of themselves and like they're owning their body. Like, no, I'm not trans, I'm just androgynous. Like, I am a male. But with that being said, props to you if you know you look that good to where like people do confuse you for a woman. You also need to be aware of that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even smart for your own self-interest because thankfully this guy was very chill about it, very polite, very demure, as you said.
Especially in the Black community.
A lot of them wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, do we know that the person was Black? probably. I don't know.
I don't
Anyway.
think we know that, but it could be.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that we talked about this before with another story where like it was very obvious. This one is a little bit less obvious.
Should we show him?
Yeah, we could show.
Okay. So, Amir, this person, the short story of this, in the UK, a trans woman was just sent to jail for tricking a man and not telling the man that it's really a biological male. And they said it was SA, which so far you're tracking, right? Like you don't want to be tricking people, right? But wait till you see this.
A trans woman has been sentenced to 21 months in jail for hiding her male genitalia during an intimate moment with a man. 21-year-old Sierra Watson was found guilty of 2 charges of sexual assault.
Dead wrong.
Was that mustache not giving trans woman?
That's a whole man.
So
that judge wrong for that.
Like, I feel like, yes, it is wrong. Just blatantly, it is wrong to deceive people. And if you are trans, or even if you look trans, or you look like the opposite sex, it's your job to disclose that, even if, whatever, like you need to disclose it. But at some point,
agreed,
people have eyes, bitch. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh.
But the Donnie situation is not quite that, because Donnie, it depends on the video or the lighting.
It depends. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, some clubs are dark. But I don't know.
I think that does depend, because the other one's clearly a man. Donnie, I think Donnie can really convince some people. It's like Blair White. Some people see a man immediately, and some people don't.
But so it was interesting, because you think of TikTok as this super woke place, and it is, but even on TikTok, people were criticizing Donnie and being like, listen, what more could you ask for? This man was respectful. He's respectfully not interested in men, so he just brought you home. And Donnie responded by saying that everyone is just homophobic. Let's listen to
right.
Also, why are there so many heterosexual men grabbing a microphone, speaking their piece on their podcasts, their YouTubes, their TikToks about me? I truly don't understand. Every heterosexual man that I know in my life would probably look at my video and keep scrolling. But some of y'all are making the active choice to get on your soapbox to discuss me for likes, for favorites, for views, for clout. I guess that fragile masculinity really got y'all ruffled up. I'm truly confused. Can anybody explain that? Anybody explain that to me?
So you're accusing other people of using you for views and clout after you uploaded your story to TikTok to go viral.
Like that was a whole man. In that video, that was a man. Yeah. That was a really flamboyant gay man with long hair. That video, I definitely see it. And it's funny, I was like, oh, they're just reacting for clout. No, you put a story time up on TikTok and you're finding something to complain about. Like, again, like you're lucky you didn't get hit. You're lucky you didn't get killed. Like this person did nothing wrong. You're over here like, well, that's just toxic masculinity. You gonna piss me off. I can't.
No, it's toxic masculinity to get called out for something where you're clearly wrong and then just double down ignorantly and say, oh, you guys are you just want to talk about me. I'm the center of attention. It's like whenever creators do that, when they get in hot water, they're like, at least you're talking. I must have triggered you. It's like, yeah, of course you triggered me because stupidity triggers me, bitch.
Well, this person actually used the line. It's so funny you say that. I'm going to roll a little more of this.
Triggered?
No, another line. I want you to hear this. Let's roll the rest of this.
I don't understand. And also by explaining that to me, I already know the answer, so don't y'all come in my comments popping off at your mouth and yapping. I don't want to hear it. But I just think it's really interesting. It's really weird. All I know is that a hit dog will holler every single time.
Hit dog will holler.
Yeah, because it hurts the dog.
Well, this is stupid.
Yeah, of course a hit dog's gonna holler. You just hit it. God.
But it's like, oh, I said something ridiculous. People called me out for being ridiculous. I must be over the target, or you're just dumb. I don't know, Amir. You tell us.
Or like you said, you're just dumb. Like you can't say, oh, well, I must got these people riled up. That was your job. That's what you were trying to do. You put a story time up and people are going to critique it. People have something to say. They're not wrong for sharing their opinion. And if anything, you just make yourself look even more goofy. Like this is what irritates me about like liberal gay people, is that this was such a win. Like this could have been flipped on its head. It could have been like, you know what? This is what happened to me. Someone thought I was a woman, but I'm not. I'm just a, a really flamboyant man. But I'm glad that we were in society in 2025 where someone was respectful of that. They accepted that. They weren't mad that we still made out. They weren't mad that we were dancing with each other. They just said, you know what? Let's call it ties here. And this is progress for society. You could have said that and that would have went well, but instead you went to victim blaming and accusations and
But I think
almost said something
I think the
horrible.
problem is, the problem is that if Donnie had posted what you said, no, it would have got 10 views. It's the victimhood. It's the woe is me. That
I didn't know they made out. That's kind of crazy.
well, I think what happened is that they made out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they made out. Yeah.
I think they will. I'll cut it out if they didn't. I'll check. But they met in the dark club, maybe made out, maybe danced, whatever, exchanged numbers, texted, and then met up several days later, and then was like, "Oh shit, are you a man?" When they saw you in person. So
he's probably drunk too.
He was probably drunk. The lighting was probably dark, and Donnie is giving very feminine. So I think it's understandable that someone could make that mistake. And it's like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, woe is straight men. They have it so rough. But it's kind of rough if you're this guy. Like you do everything right. You don't overreact. You're not offensive. You don't discriminate. You don't hurt anybody. You don't do anything. And you respectfully return this person and you still get called a bigot and toxic and bad.
This is going to send that guy to Nick Fuentes for sure.
See.
Yes.
And Nick Fuentes will happily receive him.
Yeah. T. and we're done today.
That's the episode. All right, guys, let us know what you think of Donnie's story in the comments below. Be sure to check out Amir. His channel will be linked in the description. Like, comment, yada, 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 they know. Anyway, we'll be back with more Normal Gays featuring Amir real soon.